Well, her name's Rock Chalk. She's the talk of the town. We're the German Shepherd duo, always sniffing around. Smith and Wesson by her side, they ain't just for show. They're the muscle when she's hustling, solving crime on the go. She's got her boots in the dirt, she's cracking the case. A true crime queen with a smirk on her face. Loves her country rap bumping, got that twang in that beat. You mess around with her, you're in for a treat. Oh, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock Chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got a badge and a sassy attitude to boot. Kicks down doors like she's in hot pursuit. Smith and Wesson bark, don't you dare run. She's the queen of the scene, yeah, she gets it done. Country rap on the radio, she's cruising the street. From the city to the sticks, she's the one to meet. Her motto's real simple, don't try no bluff. Mess around all you want, but you'll find out quick enough. Whoa, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock Chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got cowboy boots and a badge of steel. With a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you're caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the Rock Chalk and her Shepherd crew. Smith and Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto, and she's living the dream. Rock Chalk out. Hey! She's got cowboy boots and a badge of steel. With a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you're caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the Rock Chalk and her Shepherd crew. Smith and Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto, she's living the dream. Rock Chalk out.
How's it going? Gosh, it's been a minute, guys. Sorry. As you see, got 2 new babies. If you haven't been watching the posts, been watching my 5-year-old granddaughter. So it's been really busy. It's been really busy. My daughter got out of the hospital on Sunday. The babies are still there. We got Wallen. They're cute, huh? Let's see here. Let me see if I can share you some more pictures. These are miracle babies. Absolutely miracles. Let's see here. I'm going to go over a few things with you guys. Just when I think I'm getting in the swing of things, something else comes up. But we got Walker and Wallen. Hey, Debsy. Hey, Gail. I'll tell you, I met another creator. She's a real sweetheart. And she showed me and Bianca, but Bianca already knew, though, how to make songs with AI. And so that was the first song we made. I thought it was really cool. So, and Bianca wrote all the words to that. It's good to see everybody. Yes, these babies are miracle babies. My daughter's doctor said now, you know, He can't believe they both made it. We just thank God every day. Lots of prayers. They finally got in clothes yesterday. She was able to get clothes on them. So happy for you, and grandbabies are so cute. Yes, yes. And I'll tell you, Callie is not happy. She's not happy. She wants the babies taken back. She's not happy right now. But in her defense, she's not got to see the babies other than by Facebook or FaceTime. She's not old enough to go to the hospital, so she's feeling really left out, spending a lot of time with grandma, and been acting up a bit. And I would say that's probably normal to be acting up. It's good to see everybody. Tiny Tots, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's going good. Be in your area here soon. Be in your area here real soon. Trying to get things together because I want to come. I want to come early enough to stay a few days, maybe a week and a half. So I'm trying to get things situated and try to get with everybody. But yes, these babies are precious. My daughter's got a bit of an infection. So she's on antibiotics. She got her staples taken out today from the C-section. So things are good. Enough about me, just catching you up on that. I have to apologize that I have not been live. It's just really busy. Now, have I been on YouTube? Yeah. I've been in other creators and checking things out and doing that sort of thing. The thing different. Hey, Dan, good to see you. Get that boxing going. Listen, I got to say one thing about the boxing community. If you go over to the boxing community, I see no drama over there. The guys are awesome. But you in true crime? Listen, I see so much drama in true crime. It is unbelievable. I mean, it's pretty sad when you have to have a show. You have 8 people on your panel just to dog other creators. So I'm going to say that for the 1,015th time. If there's a creator you don't like, just don't watch. Don't hate watch. Don't comment. Just don't go there. You don't like me, don't come here. Simple as that. We're all not going to like the same thing at all times. Now, Hawkeyes and Black Opal are going to start a channel. They're getting it going. Yes, a lot of backstabbing. Listen, I don't have time for all that backstabbing. I love the group of people we have here. Everybody's great. The mods are awesome. We don't have to worry about the drama. They take care of it. But I'll be honest, it's been a long time since we've had any drama in here. And we pretty much just shut them people out. We like to say everybody's welcome here, but if you come in here and you're causing drama, listen, we're too old. I know I am. Maybe not everybody, but I'm too old. I ain't got time for that. We did do another song. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to release that song because it's about Dick Sucker. It's really good. It turned out really good. So, I don't know. I might release it on Dabbles. I don't want to do that because how can you say you don't like the drama and then, you have the song? Get it? But it was funny. I had to laugh. I did play the song. You want me to play it again? I'll play it again at the end. I did play the song. And yes, I'm so glad everybody's here. So glad everybody's here. I do want to go over something that happened in Colorado over the weekend and catch up with the latest. They had an underground dance club, I guess, in there is what you want to call it, dance club. And the feds had been watching it. Well, they had the doors locked. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. And the feds had to break through a window. But the crazy thing about it is, last I checked, they had a dozen or so active military that was in there. They had drugs, prostitution, all kinds of stuff. And yeah, the song was great. And so we're going to go over that real quick. I can't stay on very long. My little grandbaby's coming over, but I did want to go live and talk to you guys a bit, see how everybody's doing, check up on chat. Anybody that needs prayers, we're here. And just kind of get together as a family. Let's share this and go over this Colorado. I have a real problem with our active military being there. And they're saying that some of them was there partaking in the activities and some of them was there as security. Well, if you're there as security, you know what's going on, right? That's what I think. Let's check it out.
To an underground nightclub in Colorado where the DEA says it arrested more than 100 illegal immigrants in an overnight raid. It happened at around 3:45 in the morning in Colorado Springs. It's about an hour south of Denver. Now, video of the raid shows an armed agent standing by as dozens of people hold their hands up and behind their heads, and some of them are lined up against the wall. But here's the curious thing. In addition to all those illegal immigrants the DEA says it detained, there were also more than a dozen active duty U.S. soldiers who were also inside the club. They were handed over to the military. Officials say some of those troops appear to be running security at the club, where agents found methamphetamines and powdered drugs, including pink cocaine. The DEA monitored this nightclub for months, and during that time, they say they saw prostitution and drug trafficking, as well as members of the Hells Angels, MS-13, and Tren de Aragua, all going in and out of that club. Joining me now is Jonathan Pullen, the DEA Rocky Mountain Division Special Agent in charge. Jonathan, great to have you here. So you had this club under surveillance for months. What did you see? What did undercover agents see inside that club?
Well, Elizabeth, thank you for having me. So this club is a dangerous place. You know, it only opens after 2 a.m. in the morning on the weekends. So, you know, you can imagine the kind of clientele that goes to a club from 2 to 6 a.m. I've had agents in there on multiple occasions, and they've witnessed drug trafficking. We've actually purchased drugs in this club undercover. They've witnessed prostitution taking place. There's certainly people carrying guns in the club, and the armed security are carrying guns. You know, and some of those guys are active duty military members. So it's a pretty dangerous spot.
What did you make of military, U.S. military working security? Were they only working there, or were they also patronizing the club?
It's a little bit of both. So we found 17 active duty military members in the club on Saturday night, Sunday morning.
17 active duty military. Now, mind you, I was in Colorado Springs last week and Denver. I didn't see any of this craziness, but I don't go out to clubs. Okay. I find it really crazy, and that active duty was involved. If you don't know much about the Springs, you got the Air Force Academy there. You know, you got the Air Force Academy. Also, was these active duty guys showing a blind eye, or gals, whoever they are, a blind eye to what was going on? It's kind of crazy.
So some of those guys were working the security for the club, and they were armed. And so obviously it's disappointing. You know, I think that's the word we keep using around here to see active duty military folks in an environment like this. It's disappointing.
Yeah, and obviously, if they were armed, the question is, were they armed with U.S.?
What I saw was that they've been watching it for a month on a different article. I don't think they said exact time here. They just said a while.
Military issued weapons?
We don't think so. We think these were personally owned weapons.
Okay.
In fact, you know, once we hit the place, you know, a lot of these folks literally dropped their weapons on the floor, threw them in a closet.
Right.
And we recovered some of them there. We had one guy who actually ran from the location in the video you're showing now, and he was tackled to the ground. And as he was tackled to the ground, he threw his gun underneath a car. Luckily, the agent who was with him saw him do that, and were able to recover that weapon.
And apparently, you've gotten, there have been numerous 911 calls from neighbors who are in the area or in the vicinity reporting something going. What were those 911 calls?
So there's been calls for shootings at the club, outside in the parking lot. There's been calls about drug trafficking, overdoses. In fact, there was a person who overdosed at this club a few weeks ago. They didn't want to call the cops there, so there's somebody drove him down the street about a mile, dumped him out, and then they called 911. So just a den of iniquity at this place.
Yeah. How long do you think this club has been up and operating?
It's been going for a number of months. It's actually had been at a few different addresses across Colorado Springs, and it's been at this address for a few months. And that's when it kind of became on our radar, and we started doing some surveillance on it.
All right, so there were about 200 people in the club, and you say more than half of them, 114 of them, were all here in this country illegally?
That's right. So we knew from our undercover work and our surveillance that we were going to have a high number of illegal aliens in the club. So we brought ICE along with us. Listen, we had 10 federal agencies out there with us, along with 2 sheriff's departments and the police department. And so, listen, we knew the illegal aliens were going to be there, so we brought ICE, CRO. We knew there were going to be guns, so we brought ATF. We were looking at some money laundering angles, so we brought IRS. FBI was with us. The list goes on and on.
So, can you tell me anything about who you arrested, the people who were here illegally, men, women? What countries are they from?
Actually, I have a list right here. There are a number of men and women. Both. There were more men that went into custody than women, but so far I've got a list of Guatemala, Cuba, El Salvador, Mexico, Venezuela, Colombia, Nicaragua, Chile, and Honduras.
Wow. I've got to ask, how did all these people from all these countries find their way to this part of Colorado and this nightclub?
Kind of a rough part of town, to be frank with you. I
Okay.
drove through there last week before this operation, and I saw a couple of guys with tattoos on their face. That's a marker to me. I don't know if it is to everybody else, but it's a.
Is it a marker? I don't know. I mean, you got Post Malone, you got Jelly Roll, Tom McDonald. You got a lot of people that's got tattoos. Machine Gun Kelly. I mean, come on. There's plenty of people that has tattoos on their face. Do I say that makes them bad people? Hell to the no. No. But I do have a problem with our active duty military being there. That's horrible.
Well, it's a rough part of town, and listen, it's an underground club. Once the other clubs in town empty out, word gets out, on social media or through apps that these guys use, and they say, "Hey, we're going to this spot tonight," and they show up. But listen, there's people in that neighborhood, even though it's a rough part of town, who are good, hardworking people. In fact, there was a man who called my office this morning. He was the neighbor. He lived across the street from this club. He'd been nervous and worried for months because of what's happening. He even told his family and his kids, "Hey, we're not going over there on the weekends. It's too dangerous." So he called and thanked my agents in a voicemail this morning. I can't tell you how much that.
Yeah, I haven't heard your governor speak about it yet either. It's really been hush-hush. I've been watching it since it happened. Believe it or not, my phone is still picking up Colorado Springs things. Today, they had a shelter in place. Somebody was barricaded in a car.
It means to the DA agent and all the people in law enforcement who supported this operation.
I can only imagine that meant a lot. Very quickly, we know that some of the undercover agents had reported they had seen members of MS-13, Tren de Aragua, even Hell's Angels at this club. Have you been able to confirm that, in fact, you had members of those 3 gangs there?
They were definitely there in previous occasions, and only half the people that were arrested have been processed as of this morning. So the other half were getting processed today. As you can imagine, they didn't have their gangster card in their wallet. So we're still trying to figure out if they were affiliated with TDA or MS-13.
Okay. I take it you're making a bit of a joke there. Jonathan Pullen, thanks so much. Really appreciate you giving us all the information on what happened. Sounds like you guys did some great work there for the folks in that community.
Absolutely. Thank you, Elizabeth.
All right.
So, let's add me back here. So, I got family in Colorado Springs. My cousin owns the Shalowskis in Colorado Springs. But I guess what I could say is this could be anywhere. And it probably is anywhere. Okay? You got cockfighting still going on in Oklahoma. You got the governor, even though it's against the law, supporting it, is what it seems. You've got craziness in Colorado. You've got the big gangs in Aurora. I mean, I don't know how many arrests they've had with the Venezuelan gangs there in Colorado Springs. I do disagree with the fact I got a lot of friends that have tattoos. One of my daughter's best friends, she's a tattoo artist and a piercing specialist. Sweet gal. Her and her husband both got all kinds of piercing and all kinds of tattoos. And they are the nicest people I've ever met. And they go to church with my daughter. So trying to prejudge somebody by the way they look, I do have a problem with that. Okay? Listen, you had active duty military in there participating. Some of them was security, but they're basically owned by the government because they're active duty, and they were doing this. So trying to label people with tattoos and stuff, I do have a problem with that. Because no. You tagged me in another cockfighting. I'm telling you what, I didn't realize how much cockfighting there is going on there. Now, I will tell you, 10 years ago, we had a family reunion at WinStar. And I had an uncle, a great uncle. He's passed away now. He was never supposed to come back into Oklahoma. And I'd heard these stories. I didn't know a whole lot about it. But the stories was, he got in trouble for cockfighting in Oklahoma. And one of the deals was he could never come back to Oklahoma. Well, when we had that family reunion, he came right across the border there at WinStar and was there for our family reunion. But, you know, when you start doing things illegal, you're going to get a lot of illegal shit. Illegal drugs, lots of money laundering, weapons. It just gets crazy. And, you know, it's got to be shut down. Whether it be with the cockfighting, the sheriffs are okay with it. They think it should be legal, so they refuse to go to cockfighting. Turning a blind eye. Is that okay? Because let me tell you something. I don't care where you're at. If you're in Washington, you're in Hawaii, wherever you're at, if you allow stuff like this to go on, I can guarantee you it's going to be in your neighborhood soon. It cannot be overlooked. You see something, say something. Some people say that's snitching. Is it really snitching? I got 15 grandkids that's got to grow up in this world. I don't think that's okay. Okay? I don't. And if you allow it to get out of hand, it will continue to get out of hand. Why do you think the world is the way it is today? I mean, my God, when we have, let me show you guys something. Let me show you something. You know, I grew up going to the skating rink. Okay? Well, now, my grandkids can't even go to the skating rink. Why is that? Because some people think that the skating rink is their babysitter. Okay? It's not your babysitter. But let me show you this clip. Happened here in Wichita at the skating rink. And listen, you're going to probably think this clip is, it don't show everything. It has to do with Wichita PD. And we'll just show it and then we'll talk about it. But if you start trying to, how do I say this? You got bad cops, you got good cops. But also, cops, law enforcement is who supposed to keep law and order, right? If we start trying to charge them for everything that they do, and they're trying to get a handle on things, then we have problems. Let's see here. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Okay. This is 2 years ago, but it just happened again 2 weekends ago. Yeah, spot on, right? Dan says, blood and cruelty graduate from children to people to worse yet, dogs. Absolutely. I agree. But check this out. This was rough. Again, our DA ended up not pressing charges, but that was bizarre. It's getting, yeah, girly girl, it was. Let's play it.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Alexis Padilla, pleading for accountability. Wichitans demanding justice after video shows an off-duty police officer hitting and pushing a teenager against a wall, then spraying him with pepper spray.
Of course, this went all over Facebook. This went all over Sedgwick County Scanner. They didn't show the whole video. The female cop got hit. Yeah.
Press conference wrapping up in the last 45 minutes. Mally Jones was there. Mally, what did they say?
Hold on. Let me get you to the right one. We're kind of ahead here. Let's get to the incident itself and what went down first. Because you got to see what happened before you.
No charges.
Before you see, a lot's happened since then. I want you to see the video. Here we go. We'll go with Jeff Herden. I went to school with him.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Let me make sure that you guys can see this and make it big. Okay, let's go. I know there's a lag in the.
I'm Jeff Herndon. No charges will be filed against an off-duty Wichita police officer who was seen on video struggling with a teenage boy. It all stems from a New Year's Eve incident at Roller City in South Wichita. Management asked off-duty officers who were working as security guards to escort a 15-year-old girl from the business after they say she asked for a refund and became disruptive. Police say the girl tried to hit one of the officers, and at that point, a 16-year-old boy got involved. He is accused of punching the other officer in the back of the head. Sedgwick County District Attorney Mark Bennett saying today that Kansas law protects anyone acting in self-defense, and that is what the officer was doing.
The young man coming in, by all accounts, and punching the officer in the back of the head was an illegal act on his part. It then triggers the officer's ability, like anyone would have, to defend himself. So you look at self-defense.
I'll find the video and show it to you, but this is DA Mark Bennett, and this is where he's saying that he's not going to charge any officers for what happened.
That's
Mixed feelings from youth advocates in Sedgwick County tonight on the DA's decision. KSN's Hannah Adamson spoke.
Let me say this too. These parents that just drop their kids off, they're the ones that's all worked up because now their babysitting is done. There's not a skating rink to babysit their kids.
With some community leaders who are split on the issue. It is new at 10. Hannah?
Jeff, less than 48 hours after that altercation at Roller City, community leaders held a news conference at Calvary Baptist Church, with several speakers calling for the male officer who was involved to be fired. Now that the DA has released his decision, some of those same speakers have since changed their tune, while others say today's decision didn't go far enough.
We need to replace Mark Bennett, period.
Strong words from youth advocate Tracy Mason regarding the DA's decision not to charge the officers involved in the Roller City incident.
Keeps hiding behind this stand your ground law that is used to give qualified immunity to any officer. It seems right now to be able to do anything they choose to do.
Mason says he hopes the WPD's internal review of the incident provides a different outcome.
Anything less than this officer being fired is nothing.
I believe that you're going to have mixed emotions in the African-American community.
The pastor of Calvary Baptist Church says although he wishes the male officer involved in the altercation would have reacted differently, he was within his right to defend himself.
We have to take all of these cases on a case-by-case situation. We believe in this incident that the DA demonstrated grace and reasonableness, and we're happy about that.
In a statement to KSN News, Mayor Brandon Whipple says, quote, "As our chief mentioned, the next step in the process is an administrative review. To preserve the integrity of that process, I will reserve my comments until Chief Sullivan's investigation has been completed." As for the timeline of the WPD's internal review, Chief Sullivan says he's, quote, 2/3 of the way through. He says he will also be open to take questions once the results of that review are released. Here for you, Hannah Adamson, KSN News 3.
Hannah, thank you.
Oh, as usual, I was muted. What I said was, and sorry about that. What I said was, I was dropped off as a teenager at the skating rink. But let me tell you the difference. I knew better than to cause any problem at that skating rink because my dad was going to beat my ass and I wouldn't be able to go to the skating rink again. So I knew better. So yes, it goes back to the parents. These parents have to get control of their kids, and these kids need to know right from wrong. I'm telling you, there's things that these kids are doing now because the punishment is not that strong. Where I knew when I was growing up that my punishment at home was going to be worse than any punishment I could ever get. So I knew better. Absolutely knew better. I'm trying to find, they might have pulled it from the internet because it was bad. It was bad. But I want you guys to see the video. It was bad. And then, of course, listen, I'm going to play this too, because these parents, they're making excuses all over for their kids.
Tonight, community members are speaking out about a video that has been going around on social media showing a fight between a Wichita police officer and teen. KSN's Mally Jones joins us with what community leaders and family have to say about what happened in that video.
Alexis, there was a room full of people with high emotions saying they want to see that officer be held accountable. On New Year's Eve, Roller City had an event and they hired 2 off-duty officers. That's where this all happened.
Y'all don't know how hard it is right now to be up here, to even be sane enough.
Michaela Day among the many people speaking out about the violence involving her son. Police.
No, we do know. Take control of your kids. Where were you at while you dropped your kids off at the skating rink? How's your kids act at home?
Report a teen girl was causing a disturbance at Roller City. She was asked to leave, but police say she refused and tried to hit an officer. That's when Day's son got involved, hitting a second officer in the back of the head, which led to a fight caught on video showing the officer hitting, pushing, and pepper spraying the teenage boy. Mayor Whipple believes Wichita is too good of a city for this to happen.
He did not.
And he's not the mayor anymore. Believe it or not, one of our news anchors is now the mayor. Yeah.
Have his arms up. He did not have an aggressive stance. He was not. He was not squaring up. He was not defensive. He was just in shock.
Chief Joe Sullivan says that officer is doing.
And believe it or not, the mayor was trying to make excuses for these kids. This kid hit the officer in the back of the head.
Administrative duties while they investigate, but community members say that's not enough.
Firing and taking away benefits is an effective means to curb this type of egregious behavior.
The mother says,
how's that correct these teenagers that was hitting the officers when they were called there to get things under control? You can't have both. Okay, you can't have both. Put up a skating rink in your damn neighborhood then and let them do what they want if that's what you want. This area where this was at has gotten real bad too. Okay, but there's not too many skating rinks left. And why is that? Why is there not too many skating rinks left? Because of this shit right here.
Police never called her. Witnesses did, and she wasn't allowed to see her son for 7 hours.
Let me say this too. That's one thing about social media. Social media, everything gets to you first. When I see things on social media and it's a wreck and people are showing it, it makes me sad. Because the family's liable to see that before they're even approached by law enforcement. Okay, but that's what we get with social media.
I got a call, said, your son got beat up by the police. You need to get to the skating ring. I got there. My son was nowhere to be found.
A pastor at the press conference says they will stand by Day and her son, even if that means looking into legal options. Here for you, Mally Jones, KSN News 3.
In a separate news conference yesterday, Wichita Police Chief Joseph Sullivan said the officer involved has been temporarily assigned to administrative duties. He said he could not get into specifics of this altercation because it's an ongoing investigation.
And the crazy thing about this is while that was going on, there was a high-speed chase. It ended up being a wreck right in front of the skating rink. It was crazy.
But he did say the off-duty officers were working at the skating rink event because it was a large annual New Year's Eve event, and the facility had hired them to provide enhanced security.
We will not rest until we have the facts and we've gotten to the truth of the incident. And then at that point, we'll take whatever action is appropriate. As the police chief of the city of Wichita, I will hold officers accountable if anyone has acted outside of the policies of this department.
He said one of the officers involved was not wearing a body camera because it was an off-duty assignment, and the other officer was wearing one, but the video recording did not start until after the confrontation took place. Stay with KSN News for continuing coverage of this story, both on air and online at ksn.com.
Okay. Hey, Mama, Lost Rhonda. I hope everything's going okay. I did see your messages on TikTok. I I have not had time. Not had time. I don't know. I'm trying to find that video so you guys can see it. It was rough, but they might have scrubbed it from the internet. Really wanted to see how it all went down. Let's see. Wish they'd showed. They might have taken it. So, really wanted you guys to see it. It looks like they scrubbed it. But anyway, my point is, you have something nice where you can take your kids to the skating rink and people abuse it. If your kids don't act good at home, what makes you think they're not going to act? They're not going to act good at the skating rink. Was this 5 years ago? Because it just seems like a couple. Maybe it's longer. It just seems like a couple years ago. I know this is last weekend. One skating rink left open and they had it again.
Now new at 11, a family event at a local roller rink turned sour after a fight breaks out. And as Drew Horansky explains, the rink says posts on social media led to the incident.
I don't think it was a family event. You heard the mom say they didn't even call her about her son. That tells you right there she was not there.
GM believes it began with a social media post promoting her rink.
Oh, hold on. What is that?
And leading to hundreds of teens showing up Saturday night. She said she turned many away while others started fights around 10:30. And within 15 minutes, Wycliffe's United Skates of America was closed for the night.
Oh, that's not ours.
And then a breakout.
That's not ours, but that's another roller rink. Again, can't have anything nice for your kids to go to. It looks like the one from Wichita is gone, so I can't show it to you. I think I downloaded it, and I'll do it on another live. So, but again, listen, get control of your kids. Straight up, get control of your kids. Don't make it to where things that's nice for these kids to be able to go are taken away. Okay? I remember, is it muscular dystrophy? We used to go to the all-night skate, but you know what? We didn't have to worry about problems. I knew better. And that one from Wichita was 2 years ago. But they pulled it. Let's see here. This is part of it here. Let's see what this one does. Now I'm going to tell you, you see the officer hit him with his fist, but you also do not see where he is attacked from the back, and so is the female officer. Let me throw that in there, because you've got to see the whole thing. On this, you don't see the whole thing. Now, I'm going to tell you, growing up, I knew better than to put my hands on the police officers. Obviously, these kids don't know no better. Hit him in the back of the head. In the back of the head. So I'm done with that. But I wanted to show it to you guys because, listen, we have to take responsibility for our children. And that's why things happen like they are, because we let things go. We cannot allow things to go. Mama Los Ronda says parents can just drop off their kids and think someone else is going to babysit them anymore. And listen, the kids have no respect and they don't care. They don't care. Shit, they're bringing guns to the skating rink. Hawkeye says, yes, we got to go to midnight roller dance. Yeah, never had issues. Me either. But I also knew I'd get my ass beat. Nora says, GTSA, hey, Rock. Yeah, sound great. I appreciate you cover a variety of newsworthy subjects and true crime evils. Agree very much. Very too much evil is the breaking news daily. It is. And listen, right now in the God's Misfits, we don't have court till May 14th. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but the reason I came to YouTube was because of the Idaho 4. I do still follow the Idaho 4, but I haven't brought it over here to talk to you guys about it at all. It's where in Moscow, Idaho, 4 college students was slayed in 7 minutes by one guy, they're saying. Seems like a whole lot of crookedness going on. Has been from the start. I don't know if anybody's even interested in Idaho 4. But that's been a crazy case. If you have a case that you want to cover and you want the Rock Talk family to cover it, let me know and we will cover it. There's just so much going on. Mama Los Ronda has turned me on to Bikers Against Predators. And then we've got Tommy with Colorado. He does that too. And listen, when you're catching older gentlemen, some of them, listen, if you're past 20 and you're hooking up with 12 and 13-year-olds, that's not okay. But you've got politicians they're catching, and they're meeting up with 12-year-olds. That's not okay. It's not okay. And some people get mad because they say it's entrapment. Do you think our law enforcement has the time to catch every one of them? They don't. They don't. So I donate and I watch to the ones catching the predators. Because you know what? I have grandchildren. I have children. And law enforcement can't do it all. Christopher says it's fun to see these kids, see how far they can get. Yeah. Yeah. And they're shooting people, attacking cops. That's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Catch up here. I'm so glad you guys tuned in. I have to apologize. I have not been live here lately. We will start getting back on track and going live a lot more, covering a lot of different things. If you have, yes, Tommy will be back Wednesday. He went to the Philippines for a week. His wife's Philippine, and he still went live from the Philippines, but he'll be back to catching on Wednesday. And you know what? I appreciate these guys that's out here catching these predators that's going after our children and our grandchildren. You know, it's so easy for the kids to get on internet, get into these apps. There's so many different apps I didn't even know existed. One of them is a gay app. This is where these predators are catching these young kids. I didn't even know they existed, these apps. It's crazy. See, there's Tinder. Bianca, what was the other app that they're using a lot? I can't think of it off the top of my head. So even if you have your grandkids around and they got a tablet or even they have a Nintendo Switch, they can get on the internet. You just think they're playing their game? No. It's going to take a Grinder. Thank you, Bianca. It is Grinder. This takes all of us paying attention and looking out for what is going on and making sure our children and our grandchildren are not crossing that line and getting to a dangerous area. See something, say something. Absolutely. Telegram. See, that's a new one. I don't even know what that one is. Very interesting. There are so many. Bikers Alive now. Let's pull it up. I love Boots and I love Tommy. The thing is, predators go into games and pretend to be friends with them. Yep. I'll go check it out real quick and show you guys the Bikers Against Predators. And see here. Let's see. Oh, Bikers Against Predators. Okay. I know it's 221. Here we go. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Oh, they're on Facebook. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. I have Facebook on here. I thought they wasn't going to do Facebook anymore. It's kind of crazy. They were going to... I watch them on YouTube, but I don't see they're live on YouTube right now. You want me to check Discord? Okay. Let me show you guys this so you kind of know. Gotcha. Listen, when I'm not doing lives, I tend to be slower. All right. If you do have Facebook, Bikers Against Predators right here. Oh, they are live, and there's Boots right there.
Try to work some magic, so.
He must have muted. Something's going on here. So they are live right now. Hopefully live catch on YouTube. I don't see it on YouTube yet. And it looks like it stopped. What's going on here? Anyway, go check them out. What's going on here?
This guy's asking if I would like to be the one to rape him.
Hey, watch what you say. We are like. I just want you to say like info.
Yeah, I don't see it on YouTube yet. They usually go live on YouTube.
I'm already logged into your thing on here, buddy.
And that's good. Listen, I can
With
appreciate
us,
that what they do.
so we're going to be on. All right, guys. Much love.
There you go. So there wasn't live very long. Thank you for sharing that. Anyway, there's just so much that I want to always make you guys aware of. If it's something that don't interest you, I'm sorry. If there's something that you want me to share, let's see here. I don't see any new messages on Discord. I'm looking. Do not see new messages. Or do you want the Discord? Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure. I'm looking. Discord. Let's see here. Oh, guys, I have that one, Mama Lost. Yes, Discord on Facebook. They do locals. Yes, they just started doing locals. I am not a member of the locals, so there's a few channels that I buy subscriptions to, but if I was to do subscriptions to every channel I follow, I would have no money. I do donate all the time. Everybody can see it. I donate all the time. When I can, I donate. He's been able to get stars, yeah. Okay, so he went back to Facebook. See, Facebook took their abilities to make money off of Facebook, so they left Facebook. So, yeah, listen, that's why, people wanted me to go to members only with YouTube. Listen, even a 99-cent membership, that's 99 cents that's not being given to your food. Nobody should have to give any money. If you can afford to give money to some of these channels, great. But, it seems like a lot of people get on YouTube as a job. I'm not dogging them, but a lot of people cannot afford to pay you money, and I just have a problem with that. I want to do it for free. I want to bring you guys stuff and bring you live, like when the May 14th crowd goes on. Different things I like to bring you live. I don't do Discord gaming, but yeah, see, can't afford to pay views right now. I get it. I got 2 new grandbabies. I got Dr. Wheels. You don't see me dishing out like I used to either. I can't. Things are tight. Things are tight for everybody. Nobody expects you to do that. Okay, so let's see here. Any chance you do a quick episode about Kokomo recently missed a murder trial? A 19-year-old cold was solved 2 years ago. They dismissed because they lacked the funding and staff to have a trial. That's New York, right? And Christopher says a 10-year-old got kidnapped. Where was that at? A 10-year-old got kidnapped. I try to support them, girl. I do. I spend a lot of money supporting them, but it's crazy. It's just crazy. I try to support them when I can, but again, don't be spending your money when it needs to go to other things. That's how I feel about it. In Indiana, okay, let me see if I can find it. If somebody else finds it, let me know. A cold case in Indiana. Okay, let's see, cold case dropped, no funds. Let's see. I don't see it. I was trying to see it. Okay, let me see what you guys got here. Okay, I believe in Indiana. I looked at that and I could not find it, but I will do some research and try to find it for you. And maybe go live tomorrow and go over it. Mama Lost Rhonda, that guy who took the 10-year-old was on Discord roadblocks. Oh, wow. Where was that at? That somebody took a 10-year-old. See, this world's crazy. Again, we all have to do our parts. Eagle Stars and Stripes, thank you so very much. The babies are going to be in the hospital for 6 to 8 weeks. They are miracle babies. They are doing good. We got Walker, who was 3.7 pounds, and we got Wallen, that was 6 pounds. Daughter got out of the hospital on Sunday. Got her staples out today, but of course the babies are there, and she keeps having to go back there. And a murderer was let out of jail. I'll be back with details. All right. All right. Listen, I want to play you guys something while we're waiting. In case you didn't hear the song, you got to hear the song. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, her name's Rock Chalk. She's the talk of the town. With her German Shepherd duo always sniffing around. Smith and Wesson by her side, they ain't just for show. They're the muscle when she's hustling, solving crime on the go. She's got her boots in the dirt, she's cracking the case. A true crime queen with a smirk on her face. Loves her country rap bumping, got that twang in that beat. You mess around with her, you're in for a treat. Oh, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock Chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got a badge and a sassy attitude to boot. Kicks down doors like she's in hot pursuit. Smith and Wesson bark, don't you dare run. She's the queen of the scene, yeah, she gets it done. Country rap on the radio, she's cruising the street. From the city to the sticks, she's the one to meet. Her motto's real simple, don't try no bluff. Mess around all you want, but you'll find out quick enough. Whoa, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock Chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got cowboy boots and a badge of steel. With a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you're caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the Rock Chalk and her Shepherd crew. Smith and Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto, and she's living the dream. Rock Chalk out. Hey! boots and a badge of steel, with a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you're caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the rock chalk and her shepherd crew. Smith & Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto. She's living the dream. Rock chalk out.
Rock chalk out. Okay, I love it. All right. Yeah, it's not bad for the first song we did. I know I want to go live tonight on Rock Chalk Dabbles, and I want to make a Rock Chalk family song. So Bianca, start thinking of lyrics for it. This song was made so quick last night. It was so good. We was on another channel and we made several songs. It was quite hilarious, honestly. And I'd like to do that on the Dabbles channel. So if you're not subscribed to the Dabbles channel, please do, because we do fun stuff there. Okay, let me see here what you got. But yeah, we did one with Ass Boys. It was good too. So, Hawkeyes, we will show you. I got my granddaughter tonight, but I plan on going live after she leaves, and we'll get into it, and we'll take it step by step. Again, Chick Bait. Let me share Chick Bait with you. Nice girl that I met in another channel, real sweetheart. She showed us how to do this last night. And I do believe that Bianca knew how to do it anyway. But again, I'm going to give Chick Bait her flowers because she took us through every bit of it, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Right now, she's on the road driving, so she's not in here. But yes, a real sweetheart. Let me share her channel with you guys. We had a blast last night. We really did. And I'd like to do that for you guys. Plus, I want to make some songs. If anybody knows me, I'm into country rap big time. That's my favorite music. And I would like to make more songs. AI just is crazy. Crazy fun. Crazy fun. And I'm going to go over... I was not live. We was in another channel. That's why I was going to share with you real quick. I'm going to share you her channel. She don't have very many subscribers, but she's a lot of fun. She's a lot of fun. Her name is Chick Bait. This is her. And she showed us how to do the AI songs. There you go. Check her out. It's a fun channel. She's wanting to go over the Idaho 4. We'll go over that. Let me get to the one you just shared in chat and see if I can't find it. Let's see here. Chick Bait. Yes, thank you for tagging that. And yes, go join Rock Chalk Dabbles, because that's where we're going to do all the song making. Jane, I'm so glad you're back. Much love to you. I've got your emails, and you're so nice. Your comments about the grandbabies. Much love to everybody here. You guys are always such a great crew. I enjoy you so much. You're family to me. Let's see here. It's a little difficult sometimes. Yeah, we've missed Jane. We miss Jane a lot. I miss everybody when they're not here, honestly. And Hawkeyes, there's no doubt in my mind, Julia, who runs Chick Bait, she'll help you do a lot of things too. And you know, me and Bianca will help you. So sometimes it's a little fun, just having little different things, having a little song to do, and do things as a group. It was my idea last night for people just to put in the chat what they wanted in the song, and we made some really good songs. Yes, I have to look it up on my phone and then pull it up, because let me look that up right now. The link you sent. Okay, let's see here. Man accused, NBC News. Okay, let me get to it. NBC News. NBC News. Man accused of kidnapping. Child. He met this world's crazy. This is crazy. Let's see if I can't find this for you. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, we'll go with the second one. It's longer. Check it out.
The man accused of kidnapping.
It sickens me.
Tonight, the man accused of kidnapping a California preteen he met on the video game Roblox, breaking his silence from behind bars.
I should have been more careful. Yeah. I should have been more questioning when it came to having that person involved.
Thank you.
Speaking out exclusively to affiliate KGET in Bakersfield, 27-year-old Matthew Naval says he was misled, stating a 10-year-old girl he met in a 17 and older voice chat room on Roblox told him she was 18.
They asked me if I wanted to be more than friends. I was a little bit hesitant because of age or whatnot, but I was pretty much encouraged.
Naval says he drove hours from his home south of Sacramento to Central California to pick up the girl. On April 13th, police found her with Naval in his car, more than 250 miles away from her home.
So when did you discover she was 10 years old?
Ooh. I would say, because I'm sorry, it sickens me every time I hear that age. I think when I was questioned.
Naval is facing 7 felony charges, including kidnapping and lewd acts with a minor. He has pleaded not guilty.
It was just holding hands in some sort. Just pretty much holding hands most of the time.
No sexual actions, no sexual conversation?
No, ma'am.
KGET also asking Naval about his attorney's remarks that he's on the autism spectrum.
No, I believe that's my job position. I did work with kids who are on the spectrum with autism. Yeah, I was just starting for my second day in field training.
After the interview, attorney Mark Anthony Raimondo telling NBC News these are sensational allegations against his client, reasserting their belief that Naval may be on the autism spectrum. Writing, Mr. Naval attended special needs classes throughout his life. He gave this candid jailhouse interview without our knowledge and without our consent. We urge the public to reserve judgment until all evidence is reviewed. The alleged abduction also raising concerns about online video games, including Roblox, which tens of millions of kids use every day to play and chat with strangers. Roblox telling NBC News, these allegations are deeply troubling and we are actively investigating. We have a zero tolerance policy against child endangerment and a range of safety features to guard against predatory behavior.
Ryan Chandler joins Top Story tonight from Los Angeles. So Ryan, Roblox is one of the most popular video game apps in the world. So many children play it with 85 million daily active users. Hearing some of the specifics of what...
You know what? It happens with Fortnite too. I'm just going to tell you. And my granddaughter plays Fortnite. And I heard her talking on there to people on there. You have to watch your kids, your grandkids, pay attention to what they're doing.
What happened in this case? What can parents do to make sure their children aren't entering those chat rooms with older men?
Well, Tom, Roblox points to a number of parental controls that they have at their disposal. For one, parents can choose to block certain users from communicating with their children. They can even monitor their child's activity remotely and limit their screen time. But Tom, the sheriff's office at the center of this specific investigation says it's really important just for parents to exercise individual responsibility. You need to know what your child is looking at online, who they're talking to, and how much time they're spending on apps like this. They say it's better to be safe than let your child get into a potentially dangerous situation.
Yeah, I will tell you, Fortnite is a big one. And a lot of kids play that Fortnite. Listen, I get it. You work all day and your kids are quiet and they're over there playing their video game. You think things are okay. Well, they're not. You've got to stay on top of it.
Situation. Tom? Okay, Ryan, we thank you for that.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and tops.
There you go. And see, this is what I really love about you guys as a family too. You always share. I didn't know that was. I knew it was going on with Fortnite, but we got to stay on top of things, and that's what we do. We share things. We share the news. Listen, Jane, over in the UK, I'm sure it's going on over there too. I mean, I don't think any area is safe from this. I think it could happen anywhere. I think it does happen anywhere. And it takes all of us. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a family. That's true. Yeah, I got to go watch them. But yeah, it's everywhere. It's the same everywhere. Yeah. You know how many messages I get in email? Rock, you're always dogging on Oklahoma. No, I'm not. I try to share everything. A lot of people come to this YouTube channel because of the 2 missing moms case, the Kansas moms. So I try to do things in your area, but I still try to cover everything because I don't think it's just one area that it's happening at. This is happening everywhere. And we're talking the internet. The internet's everywhere. So, I mean, you can go to the UK, you can go to Australia. You're going to find this going on there too. But we as a public, we're the ones that have to make people aware. We have to take care of our own kids and our own grandkids. Listen, my daughter's probably listening right now because she found the channel, guys. She found the channel. And said the other day, you were live the other day. I said, oh, what, you've been watching? But anyway, so if my daughter's watching, you know, you got to watch for your kids too. You got to make sure that you're constantly checking on them. And actually, you know, being on a game, talking to people is not cool. It's not cool. And one of my daughters also plays that Fortnite, and she talks to people, but not like that. I'm just saying you're subjecting your kids to so much stuff when you're just leaving them free to the internet to do what they want. And, you know, our parents, at least my parents growing up, you know, we had Atari. It wasn't on the internet. So we wasn't meeting strangers on the internet. You're glad to have her here? I don't know, because she thinks my YouTube channel's stupid. Okay. I don't know. She'll probably give me hell when she gets here to drop her daughter off. But I hope that she's listening, because if I'm not giving you guys information and trying to help, because that's what this channel does, make us aware, help, then why do I even have a channel? Because I can talk to my neighbor all I want. You know, at least here, when the Kansas moms case was going down, hopefully I've kept you up to date on it the best I can. But hopefully you find it to be good information, and most of all, correct information. We always have the receipts. Dan, I'm so glad you're here. Dan, I met over in my boxing community. Great guy. I've never met him in person, but great guy. All you guys are great. That's what I said. You know, I was sitting here today and I was like, oh, I so want to go live. And then I got a couple of emails. Rock, when are you going to go live? When are you going to go live? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go live. And just try to keep everybody updated, give you a place to talk. If there's something that you've been watching that you want us to watch, that's what I want to know. I want to share it throughout the community. Throughout the community. Dan the Man, yes. Dan the Man. Ostrich says, so glad to have this channel. Me too. Me too. It's a place where we can sit and talk and catch up and different things. I don't mind talking to you guys. I want everybody to be aware. I want this to be a safe place. And I want us to be aware of what's going on around us. Absolutely. Got to go pick up from the hairdresser, but I'll be listening. There you go. Well, I'm going to get off here because it should be any time my granddaughter's going to get dropped off. A really nice and relaxed live. Thank you. You guys can handle my ass voice? Listen, I don't know how to change my voice, so you're stuck with it. You're stuck with it. You're just going to have to deal with it. I don't like hearing myself, so I understand. Yes, be safe. Loving your photo. Cute little boys. Yes, they are. They are cute little boys. Well, my granddaughter is not having it. She wanted a boy and a girl, so now she wants them boys taken away. She don't want it. I have been following Sebastian Rogers, but it's messy, unfortunately. You know what? It is. I'm going to tell you why. You got so many creators that are getting on a panel 6, 8 deep to attack other creators. Bullhorn Betty's always been nice to me. I watch her channel. Okay, there's nobody gonna tell me what I can and can't watch. If you don't like a creator, don't go there. That's my best advice. But you know, she's got, how many subscribers has she got? I'm just using her for example, and I like her. You might not like her, but Bullhorn Betty, she has a pretty big following. There's another creator that hate watches Betty. And listen, I've seen, I'm not going to say who that creator is, but I see you. And I see you in these comments with everybody and making comments. My rule used to be, if I was in a channel, I came up with my eyes, I said anything. Now I sit back and I'm seeing some shit and I get out. I get out as quick as I can. So Bullhorn Betty on YouTube. It looks like BAP is live too. Let's see here. Bullhorn Betty. She's got 38,800 subscribers. So she's got people that enjoys her. So we don't need you, the haters, to tell us how horrible she is because people like her. Do your own channel. Quit worrying about her. That's what I got to say. Quit worrying about her. Do your own channel. And the hate out there, I can't stand the hate. The hate is so strong. It's bad. It's so bad. I was looking for something here. I thought CAP was live. It said something was live here. Let me look. Anyway, there's a lot of different channels. Again, if you don't like it, don't go there. But you will not see me doing lives telling you how much I hate people. Because that's just not going to happen. Again, I'm probably going to say something to you if I see you over in the channel and you're in their chat just saying mean stuff. Why even waste? You know how much negative energy that takes? It takes a lot of negative energy to go in there and make negative comments than to just not even go to that YouTube channel. You know, there's probably 10 people live right now. You can find one that you like. No waxing talk. We loved it. Well, we can do waxing over at Dabbles. Hey, Christopher. It is sick. And we've got good people here. We really do got good people here. With that said, man, I hate to go, but I'm going to try to go live on Dabbles tonight. Yeah, Bullhorn Betty started growing with the Gabby Petito. Actually, she was around before that. She's been around for a while. Jane says it. Hate can fuck off. I agree. I agree 1,000%. Listen, there's people that hate me because I bring out the truth. They don't have to come here. That's how I feel about it. I would rather have 2 viewers than a bunch of haters. People that actually enjoy the content. For you to see us smile, you can't tell the difference between a 10-year-old and an 18-year-old. BS. I agree. I can tell the difference. I can tell the difference. Dan says, I got to get away from Idaho 4 weirdos. Everyone playing dumb and innocent. Everyone knows pretty much but playing. Yes, absolutely. You know, that's another one. That's why I backed off on the Idaho 4. I still follow it on my own, but the drama. Listen, I don't have room for all that drama. At all. Don't have the room. Went to a few on the Yep thing. Had to leave. Yeah, I mean, how? I didn't even know Yep, and she was doing videos about me. Why? Didn't even know her. I agree. Okay, here we go. Kokomo, Indiana, Howard County, 2006. Chad Rouse was murdered at a house robbery. Cold case solved 5/2023. Arrested Kevin Ladox. System ran out of money and people. This can happen anywhere in the USA. Yeah, that's true. It can happen anywhere. And listen, the Idaho 4. Moscow kept it there so they could get the millions of dollars to try this case. And now what's happened? They moved it to Boise. It's what I've said about the Kansas case too. Why have they not moved that case to Oklahoma City? You've got the judge that was hired by Granny in her divorce case. So to me, that's conflict of interest. I'm going to say that. It's conflict of interest. Also, you got the DA that's doing these charges and doing this case. We know he's friends with at least 2 of the 5. Why wouldn't you move that case? I'll never understand it. If you're family, you would want justice. Why wouldn't you move that case? We've already seen what goes on in the Panhandle and Guyman and throughout the Panhandle. The people are scared. They were scared to talk. Several folks has hit me up and said, Rock, I knew it was bad here. I didn't know how bad it was. I was trying to pull up something here. I can't find it now. Kokomo, Indiana. Let me see if I can find that. Because I know you're wanting me to cover it here. And then, the Kai case, where her dad killed her. We've been following that Ohio case too. I can't even talk. We've been following that case. The world's gone crazy. It has. Okay, Indiana, Chad Rouse. Let's see here, Chad. I feel like you're sharing this with me because you want me to bring it up, so I'm trying to bring it up for you. Cold case arrest. Is this it? They arrested 2. I don't see. Let's see here. Let's see if I can see what this is. I will get back to chat. Let's see. I know Dan made some comments too. I will share your comments in just a minute.
They've solved a cold case murder dating back to 2006. They arrested 48-year-old Kevin Maddox and 36-year-old Amber Brigham. Both are accused in the death of 20-year-old Chad Rouse. Police found Rouse dead in a home on South Armstrong Street. A witness told police that a man had tried to rob them when Rouse got shot.
That's it. Okay, let's see if there's something else on. So they're not prosecuting because they ran out of money? What the hell? I will look that up and bring it to you the next time because, oh, here we go. I think I found it.
So much. A Howard County murder case was just dismissed because of a, quote, staffing crisis at the prosecutor's office. Now, we just got the court documents granting the motion to dismiss this case against Kevin Maddox. He was arrested back in 2023 in connection to a 2006 deadly shooting in Kokomo. They say the prosecutor's office just wrapped up a trial and has another starting this month. So these court documents call the staffing issues in the office significant and ongoing, and they claim they hinder prosecutors' ability to prepare for major jury trials so close together.
That's crazy.
This motion allows prosecutors to refile the charges in the future.
So I'm going to assume he was let out while they're waiting to refile. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you for sharing that. That is crazy. So because the prosecutor's office don't have the money, they left it open where they can prosecute later, but still. Let's see here. Let me get to the chat. Okay. Here we go. Bianca said, Hawkeyes, yes, too much hate for me. I cannot watch any of it. Yeah, I agree. Christopher says, I'm busy with NFL draft. Football is back and getting ready for training camp. Ugh. No, I'm just kidding. I know you like it. Dan says, boxing community is awesome all my life. Best people I've ever met. Some of the worst, the only couple over 40 years. Yeah, I have not seen, I've been in the boxing community for a while. Actually, I sponsor a couple boxers with Skywalker and Josh and Ernest. And I have a good time over there. They're all really good. Now, me and, it's the same Chubbers. We go at it. But it's all in fun. We go at it about UFC. If you didn't know, I have a kid that fights UFC. I'm really into the UFC. So I have my opinions about UFC and I express them. Jane says, Dan, my ex is a boxer. We are still good friends. He's a good man. Yes. One thing, I will say this too. I believe if you get your kid into MMA, boxing, and somebody correct me, Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like when they're into something like that, it's so, who's teaching you, like they teach you, how am I trying to say this? Discipline. Like UFC fighters, they don't just go out fighting on the streets. They do it in MMA. They do it in an atmosphere that's okay. They don't just go out and decide to pick fights out the streets. So with that said, I think that karate, taekwondo, boxing, MMA, all of them is something good to get your kids into because they also have a sense of structure when they're doing stuff like that. And also it helps them get their anger out. Everybody has a different way to get their anger out. Mama lost Rhonda. I have a friend whose mom was killed by her boyfriend 32 years ago and never got arrested. That's crazy. A lot of cold cases. Thank you, Dan. I try my best. Back at you. There you go. Bianca is always the first to welcome and say hello. She's awesome. Everybody's awesome. Bianca is awesome too. I love everybody here. And Bianca, I don't know how she gets any sleep. She's always there. I love it. She's sending me stuff all the time. All you guys are awesome. Dan, Jane, you are so nice too. Good luck to your brother. Yes, Jane. How is everything going over there? Bianca. Oh, very sweet and kind, making me blush. Content creators scared to speak the truth. Idaho 4. Yes, I agree with that. Or, there's, how do I say this? I have my own opinions of the Idaho 4. I don't think they were killed at 1122. I don't think they were killed at that house. I think they were killed elsewhere, and their bodies was staged over there. And I thought that from the very beginning. And I don't think Dylan and Bethany was home. So I've got my own opinions too. Look, there's Strange in the house. Pia, whoop, whoop. I see Pia in the house. I can see you on my TV. Let's see here, Bianca. At Mama Lost Rhonda, someone just sent 1,000 to VAP. Awesome. Yes. I did see they were live. Pizza and Dabbles, absolutely. And make live music. And if you and Black Opal want to come up, we'll do that. Jane, some are, yes, Dan, some been telling it how it is from the start. Idaho 4, yeah. It's a crazy case, Idaho 4. It is. But listen, Pia covers it too over in Strange Suspicion. Check her out. Pia's got some good content over there. If you like ICP, whoop whoop. Her and Bob cover that too. They are part of this family. We are part of their family. We love them. I can't wait to see how their trip went this weekend too. Listen, I was watching Hosier, one of my, his name's Hosier, and he had Upchurch on there last night. And one of the guys that does all the videos and the filming needed a Mac computer. And let me tell you, Quick Squad came through, and in a matter of 5 minutes, got over $3,000 to raise for a computer for this producer that's producing these independent albums. It was great. Dan says, yes, Jane, Sneak Peeks and True Crime Design are awesome. And others too. I've watched Sneak Peeks. Crime Design, again, I'm not a fan, but that don't mean you can't be. There's different things. I like watching Jay Embry. I like watching Lana, Truth and Transparency. I just feel like she digs deep, and I like it. I like that kind of thing. Bianca, thank you. I can get a little smart, sassy sometimes, though. We love you. Jane, my go-to from Puerto Rico. He was right from the get-go. Are you talking J-Rod? Because I like J-Rod. I support J-Rod. Mama Lost Rhonda. I am working on getting stuff packed, but can't wait for Tommy to get back and start catching again. That's right. He went to the Philippines, And he's back, and he's supposed to be live tomorrow. Let's see here, Nora. Thanks, Rock. Hell in a handbasket. Oh my God. How's the one young boxer doing that you had a show on months ago? He's doing great. He's doing great. He's still boxing, as a matter of fact. We just bought him some shorts. He's doing good. Mama lost. Where's Tommy's gone? I didn't follow, but was aware of him. He's okay. He okay? Yeah, he went to the Philippines to visit his in-laws. Dan, exactly. Teaching period about life. Yeah. So I'm saying, I think it's great that kids get into boxing, karate, taekwondo, MMA, because they do. They get in, exactly, teaching period about life. Also a little bit of structure. It's awesome. Strange says, congrats. Yes, the babies are great. They'll be in the hospital for a while. Mama just got her staples out today. So things are going good. Dan says, teaching about life and bravery under fire. Absolutely. Yes, we love Pia. Absolutely. I can't wait to see your live, you and Bob's live, and see how your trip went this weekend. Tiny Talks. I think all of them are something good for kids. Me too. Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you. You guys are the reason I go live. Absolutely. And their Strange channel, if you have not subscribed to Strange Suspicion, please do. I've been following her for a long time. I support her channel. I love her and Bob. They are kind. They're awesome. And they got a love channel. They don't do the drama either. And so if you get a chance to check out Strange Suspicion with Bob and Pia, you'll be glad you did. Of course, Hawkeyes is a mod over there. Whoop, whoop. Pia says, I'm not scared to speak the truth, and I do Idaho 4. Absolutely, you do. And I like it when you do the Idaho 4. Yes, whoop, whoop. You didn't get to hear my song. Bianca made a song last night. Listen, we found this AI program, and we made some kick-ass songs. I'm so proud of them. Been covering Idaho 4 from the start. Never scared. That's right. We know there's been some drama. Listen, in the true crime, there is drama. You just get that drama out. You just do your own thing, do your own channel. You survive. And people like you. That's any creator. When you concentrate on what you have to do, that's what can stop you. Jezebel Witch, it's good to see you, by the way. I have heard that Bianca can spin so fast she explodes into Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, Bob and Pia is awesome people. True story. I agree. I agree. Yes, absolutely. Dan, we shared Strange Suspicion's channel. Pia and Bob has Strange Suspicion. I don't know how to explain it, but they do a lot of, they like wrestling. And they cover the Idaho 4. They also do trivia. It's just a fun channel. You will enjoy it. And Pia's telling you right there, Dan, my channel is Strange Suspicion. Bianca shared in the chat. Please go over and give her a like and follow her. You will see us over there. Yes, he will be on a Catch Wednesday. That would be CPP, Colorado Predator Patrol. That's Tommy. Again, we follow that. I'm so, I can't say amazed because it's sad, but they're catching these predators back to back. And they're not even through with the first predator, and they've already got one hitting up their decoy. It's crazy. And I know some people don't like it. And I feel like it's an entrapment, but my personal opinion of that is these people are trying to meet these young children. And some of these young children, their parents aren't paying attention what they're on the internet, what they're doing. Well, I love you too, Strange. They don't realize what their children are doing. And it gets them into some scary stuff. Strange, not stranger, haha. She's not a stranger, that's for sure. Yes, we love Bianca. Rock is our family. Thank you for including me in your family. Yes, I love all of you too. We love Rock and all who love Rock. Oh, Jane, that's sweet. I hope so. I hope I never disappoint you guys. But if I do, I expect you to tell me. Okay? Thank you, Eagle Stars and Stripes, for subscribing to Strange. You will love Bob and Pia. Absolutely. I've been rocking with them for, I think, since the beginning of Idaho 4, because I've been on the Idaho 4 case from the beginning, too. She needs to hear it, Rock. That's right. Yes, BIP is live now. There you go. We can share BAP's YouTube link, too. BAP is a guy named Boots. There's several of them, but they're out there catching predators. It's meeting up with young children. It's hard to watch. I still can't believe how many people they catch at a time. Dan, thank you, my friend, for going and subscribing to Strange Suspicion. You won't be disappointed. You will enjoy it. Dan's a good person. Let's see here. Wrestling, true crime, trivia, paranormal, ICP stuff. Yeah. See, I told him that. My ex-husband was a security guard, and I remembered I got off work, and he was working a concert at the Cotillion, and I went. And before I knew it, they had these squirt guns out, and I was drenched in soda. I was never so mad in my life. That was one of the maddest I've ever been, was getting drenched in soda. But a lot of people like ICP, and I know that Bob and Pio just loves ICP to death. Strange Suspicion. We have been watching that channel every day for years. There you go. Yep. It's a good channel. I don't care if people don't like it. They are saving kids from bad things. I agree. They are. Two-Step Granny, Grandma, good evening. Good evening to see you. We're going to try to go live on Rock Chalk Dabbles later and make some songs. With that said, guys, I need to get off here. My granddaughter will be here anytime. I'll try to go live again tomorrow. I'm going to try to start going live because I know many of you love coming to the live. And always let me know what you're wanting to see. If you know of a case that's interesting you, it's probably going to interest us. So, Strange says, Rock is a day one supporter. Huge supporter. Yes, I love you guys. Absolutely. There's the BAP. Go check it out. I'm telling you, it's hard to watch, but there's so many people out there that really just want to hurt our kids. And I just can't believe how many they're catching back to back. Two-Step Grandma. Hi, Bianca. How's it going? I've been busting butt at work. Haven't been on here. We haven't been on here either. I went to Colorado Springs, went to the doctor, was out of town for a week. My daughter had her babies. It's been busy. Strange Suspicion. Try watching Skeeter Gene. He's a great predator catcher. I'm going to have to check that out. There's so many. I try to support them all, even financially, but got a lot of doctor bills right now. A lot going on. Bianca says, gee, at Strange Suspicion. Wow, he has over 2 million subs. Yeah, that's awesome. I will check it out. Jane says, thanks, Rox. Nice to see y'all. Jane, it is good to have you back. Much love to you. Much love. Listen, I will tell you, just because I live in America does not mean I agree with everything the president does. Okay, there's a lot. I don't believe in being in war for other countries. I'm just going to say that. So, yeah. Mom, I lost Rhonda. I love you, Rock. I will be watching for you later. Absolutely. We will go live later. I don't know how long. It'll probably be 9 or 10 o'clock. However long I have my grandbaby, and then I'll go live right after that. And maybe Hawkeyes and Black Opal wants to come up. They're going to do their channel. They need to get some experience. Once they start getting on a live, they'll be doing great. And then there will be another channel for you to watch. And I do believe we shared Hawkeye's channel. She's been doing some shorts. Go check her out. We love her. Oh, love you and Strange so much. Well, we love you too. And we want you to have a good channel. We want you to succeed. Play your song. I'm going to play that song on the way out, guys. Much love to all you. We're going to make some more songs. Yeah. We're going to make some more songs. We're going to do one for the Rock Chalk family and involve every one of you. Much love to each and every one of you. Look for Rock Chalk Dabbles to go live tonight. Jezebel, so good to see you. Can't wait to hear about your cats and how things are going. Again, much love to every one of you. With that said, we're going to play the Rock Chalk song on the way out, and here we go.
Well, her name's Rock Chalk. She's the talk of the town. We're the German Shepherd duo, always sniffing around. Smith and Wesson by her side, they ain't just for show. They're the muscle when she's hustling, solving crime on the go. She's got her boots in the dirt, she's cracking the case. A true crime queen with a smirk on her face. Loves cause her country rap bumping got that twang and that beat. You mess around with her, you're in for a treat. Oh, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got a badge and a sassy attitude to boot. Kicks down doors like she's in hot pursuit. Smith & Wesson bark, don't you dare run. She's the queen of the scene, yeah, she gets it done. Country rap on the radio, she's cruising the street. From the city to the sticks, she's the one to meet. Her motto's real simple, don't try no bluff. Mess around all you want, but you'll find out quick enough. Whoa, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got cowboy boots and a badge of steel, with a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you're caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the rock chalk and her shepherd crew. Smith & Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto, and she's living the dream. Rock chalk out. Hey! She's got cowboy boots and a badge of steel, with a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you're caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the rock chalk and her shepherd crew. Smith & Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto, and she's living the dream. Rock chalk out.
Yes, we will be on Rock Talk Dabbles later. Much love. I have Smith & Wesson. They are full-blooded German Shepherds. They are badass. I love them. They love that song. They're paying attention. Much love to each and one of you. And we are going to make a song that involves everybody. Everybody in this channel, you're going to be involved in that song. I know a little bit about each of you, and we're going to make a good song. Much love to all you. I will see you later on tonight, and we'll try to go live tomorrow on Rock Talk True Crime. Have a good evening. Much love. Again, much love. See you on Dabbles tonight. Always, always.